especially if it's for love of your neighbor.
Or the will.
Or the will.
Right.
And, you know, in there it says to store up, you know, what you need kind of thing, so, but it doesn't say to, you know, cutthroat anybody to get it. No, I've gotta have that. You don't have anything, but I gotta have it all.
So you don't hoard, but you store what you need.
What you, yeah.
When are we making it a God?
Say that again?
When are we doing that and making that a God?
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
We already know.
Yeah.
That's right, when you stop trusting him. So now you're trusting in what you store.
Yeah.
You're trusting in what they said. You're trusting in CNN and never had a conversation with the Lord or even prayed. My God. What the intercessors at? Don't you know you can head stuff off in prayer? You have that power through the kingdom of God as a believer. I was sharing with Pastor Billy, I don't know, in that line, I just talked about, you know, what if I told you that, if I said step forward if you got a text on yesterday or Wednesday that said prepare to pick cotton again.
Yeah. Yeah. One of my friends.
What?
Yep.
So black females, can I share this?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Black females affected 12 a.m., was it Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Up until now, I've been getting robo texts
Yeah.
that says meet and prepare to pick cotton again.
Yeah.
You're going back to the fields.
Yeah.
My first question is, how do they know who's black and who isn't?
Oh, girl.
Oh,
Do you have a computer? Do you have a smartphone?
Yeah.
I'm kinda old, so now it's
Everybody
my
knows.
age,
Yeah.
because
They're targeted. And so in that line that we did that exercise, some of you wouldn't have stepped forward, right?
right?
Because you're like, I don't, what? And so I saw some of your face. What?
Yeah, they don't like you talking about it.
Here's the thing that hurts us as a church. When that doesn't bother you because it didn't happen to you, that gets crazy.
It does, yeah.
And it's vice versa. If somebody got a text and said, hey, we're uniting the Black Panthers. I mean, evil begat evil. It's not the, what?
Yeah.
That's not the heart of God. Do you understand? That some people's experience in the same body is so different. And you wonder why some of us praise like we're losing our mind. Or the other person sits in reverence and just cries. Or the other one needs to walk. Or the other one doesn't know it. Because we're different and we're experiencing life and faith and all of these things differently. However, as different as we are, if me as a black woman called Beverly and say, I like this text, do you see this? And she goes, why are you worried about it? That would and they're trying to burn my farm down because they think that should impact me too.
Yeah.
Because before color, before who I voted for, we are about one kingdom, and that's the kingdom of God. And he ain't about that life. So what my brother and sister goes through should impact me too. I may not feel it that way, but I don't get to dumb it down because I don't experience it. Isn't it crazy that some of you didn't even know that was going on? Why would you?
Well,
Because you need a black sister to tell you, girl. Tell you. It's like, I need y'all to tell me. Why you do this, baby?
You need to give money by 9 p.m.
oh, I've been getting.
Well, you know Robin needs your money, girl.
I don't know where they've been coming from, but I've been getting the same thing. You must be a lot at this time.
Still kind of.
And so I'm sharing these kind of things because
Yeah, I mean you're on
we
Wi-Fi
have
still,
really,
right?
really focused
Connect
Yeah.
these two
Well,
without
no
Wi-Fi.
matter who you vote for,
I
I'm
just
over
say,
here
God, you
using
know who
them.
I'm voting for. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but let it be your will, whoever gets in there, your will, not, you know.
And that's what I said earlier,
Yeah.
my prayer is that, well, now, of course, we know who's in there, but my prayer has always been, you know, it doesn't matter who's voting for who. Excuse me, everybody's got their reasons, but it needs you to be in there directing.
Here's my stance. We shouldn't allow hate to come from our hearts because of a choice. It's the same conversation with drink wine or don't drink wine. Most of this is personal conviction. Some people should not. At all. Not enough. If they was at the party with Jesus and he take this cup, you should Jesus not. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows you, he knows us. Our true allegiance is to the kingdom of God. Jesus was not a Republican. Y'all was like, no.
You want a Democrat.
Jesus was not a Democrat.
Right, you won't, yeah,
Jesus was Jesus.
yeah.
Does that make sense? He is the King of Kings. And so as his people, we get this privilege, right, of reflecting his heart of unity and peace in the earth, but let's not get divided. So the first he's king above all. John 18:36. Can someone pull that? Is this making any sense, though? And how we should approach the days ahead.
Yes.
And I think church that we deal with issues that could be challenging and uncomfortable because we're going to deal with them outside the church. I want to know what God's will is concerning how I should respond when I get those kind of texts, or when my sister gets it. Or when Barack tells her she needs to send money by 9 a.m. She's like, Joy, did you get this text?
It's called presenter.
He don't know me, girl. He know you.
Yeah, presenter this is a Switcher Studio. Switcher Studio. Yes, sir.
Jesus is kingdom above all. Do we have the next slide?
Yes.
There we go. And it should be next one.
That should be this one.
So someone pulled John 18:36, and then someone else grabbed Colossians 1:16. Okay, 18:36. Can you read that for us, Tina?
Jesus said, my kingdom is not of this world.
Stop right there. Did Stephanie just said, this ain't our home.
This ain't our home, yeah.
Now, we are making attempts. We are active in doing our best to, while we are here, to make it as peaceable as possible. But in the event someone is not me, doesn't understand my platform, doesn't have the same experiences or needs or desires that I have, I still shouldn't hate them. Because they're different. Jesus said, this is in red, ain't that right?
Yeah.
And this is in red letters? Yeah. So he's saying, my kingdom is not of this world. If you're following him, where's your kingdom?
Wherever it is.
Should be.
Yeah.
Can you give me some names of other kingdoms we have, Christians?
Oh my gosh. Work.
Work?
Yeah.
Facebook.
Social media,
Social.
financial institutions.
What about our goals and dreams? Could that become a kingdom?
Yes, they can.
This is what I'm aspiring to, and everything is all my heart
Everything is based on
and
that.
devotion is toward that.
Yeah.
Jesus said it's not of this world. Keep reading for us.
My kingdom is not of this world. If it were, my servants would fight to prevent my arrest by the Jews. But now my kingdom is from another place.
All right. If his kingdom was here, guess what would be happening? Here's the key. Guess what would be happening? What does it say? My servants would have been fighting.
His people would have been keeping him from being arrested.
So Jesus didn't come to establish a political kingdom. Am I right or wrong?
Amen.
He came to bring whose kingdom to earth? God's.
God's kingdom, yes.
What should we be doing? I need to be the light.
Yes, yes.
I need to be the one that people can look at and say, you're not from died of cancer too. Right? As, just because we're Christians don't mean that we're removed. Christians get divorced too, am I right?
Right.
We have issues with our kids too, right? We have crazy people in our family too. People on drugs, huh? Two, T-O-O. However, our goal is to be like him in it.
Yeah.
Realizing that that's not going to be the end of the story. So he's saying here, he came to bring God's kingdom to earth. He calls us to love, obedience, not political loyalty. Some of you are Republican or Democrat because that's just how you were raised. We have to stop and go, God, what is your will? What's the platform? Because do you not know that some people will do whatever for a Christian vote, but they don't care about Christian values? Y'all hearing me? I'll do a song and dance. Dun, 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 dun. And then when I get what I want, I don't care about Christian values. You got to have a relationship with God so he can talk to you and tell you, listen, I know that's how you were raised, but I want you to see things now through the eyes and the lens of God's kingdom. Not just your usual thing. My son broke my heart. Billy called him, man, I know you're getting out the boat. Nope. Done it